Hello, this is a lecture on reduction of block diagram. The question is, find the transfer function of a given below block diagram. In the block diagram, the R of S G1, and here there is summing point minus G2 minus G3, G4 and H2, H1, and here nothing is there means what? Feedback is 1. Here nothing is there means what? Feedback is 1. How to solve this problem? You see here, these two blocks are in series, but I have to shift this take-up point. Where I will shift? I have to shift this side instead of this side, because always you don't play with the summing point. Always the take-up point, this is a 9th and 10th rule, critical rule, so that I will try to shift this take-up point this side. So now presently which signal is going here? Now presently the G3 is entering here presently. Whatever, suppose X is there, here some X, so X G3 is entering. Now I'll shift this side. What happened? Just you see here, G1 summing point, H2, and here G2, here G3, here G4. Now I'll shift here, C of S. If I shift here, this is X G3, here X G3 G4, here I am getting X G3 G4, but I want X G3 only, so that G4 unnecessarily here coming, so I have to divide this by what? G4, then both are equivalent. The final whatever you are getting is what? X G3 and H2. Here also X G3 and H2. I have considered here, because this take-up point I am shifting, so that I will start from here G3. Before that I will consider X, some X signal, X into G3, then multiply by H2, X G3 H2. Here I will shift this side. Now I am getting what? X G3 G4. So now here unnecessarily I am getting G4, so that I am dividing G4. Now signal is coming, dividing G4. Finally I will get the same output. So here R of S plus minus, and here minus H2. Now these two blocks are in series. These two blocks are in series. So G3 G4. Now this is summing point. Here minus sign. Here H1. Correct. And here G2, and here G4, and here G1, here R of S, here plus and minus, correct? C of S. Now this is a minor feedback loop. This is a minor feedback. Next tool I'll apply. This is a minor feedback loop. Okay, now this is a minor feedback. So now I'll draw once again here G1, then here this is the whatever the sign he has given. So the given sign is X plus, okay, fine, plus, or it may be minus, whatever the given sign. H2, G2, and here G3 and G4, binary feedback loop, so that this summing point is not required now. So what is the transfer function? Feed forward element divided by 1. If it is a minus is there, I will write plus. Feed forward into feedback C of S, and here minus, here R of S, and here nothing is there, means what? 1. And from here this is a plus, from here this is the minus. So now H2 by G4 minus, H2 by G4 minus. Okay. Now what I'll do? Now these two blocks are in series. These two blocks are in series. So now G2, G3, G4 divided by 1 plus G3, G4, and here minus, here C of S, then here H2 by G4, and here G1, and here there is R of S, now minus, nothing is there, means 1. Now above 1 is what? Minor feedback loop, above 1. So I'll convert this into minor feedback loop. So here I'll write G1, here I'll write feed forward element G2, G3, G4 divided by G3, G4 divided by 1 minus is there, plus once again feed forward element G1, G2, G4 divided by G3, G4 into feedback element H2 by G4, H2 by G4, and here G1, and here R of S, here plus and minus. Now what happened? These two blocks are in series now. Now these two blocks are in series. So before that G4 get cancelled and LCM get cancelled. You take LCM, so and multiply by G1, so that I'll write G1, G2, G3. Okay, first I'll write this G2, G3, G4 divided by 1 plus G3, G4 plus G1, G2, H2, and multiply by G1, multiply by G1. This multiply by G1, here R of S and here C of S. So finally C of S divided by R of S equal to G1, G2 and H2. This is a final transfer function. This is what. And one more thing, not only this is a final transfer, because here one more minor feedback loop is there, so that what I'll do, I'll write here R of S, here minus, this is nothing is there, means what? 1. Now one more loop is remaining. Okay, now so this is a feed forward element G of S, this is H of S. Finally, this is R of S and this is C of S. Now feed forward element divided by 1 minus, if there means plus, feed forward into 1. Now you take the final transfer function C of S divided by R of S, G1, G2, G3, G4, 1 plus G3, G4, G1, G2, H2 plus G1, G2, G3, G4. This is the final transfer function. This is what the final transfer function. I hope you understood the problem.